Welcome to the Explainer. Tonight, we're diving into something every single parent out there knows intimately well and probably dreads just a little bit. We're going to look at a digital tool specifically designed to literally zap that evening homework stress right out of your house. Think of this as your personal, stress-free guide to totally transforming the nightly homework routine. I mean, we've all been there, right? You've just finished a completely exhausting day at work, dinner's finally cleared from the table, and bam, out comes the confusing math worksheet. You're sitting there staring at some multi-digit multiplication or long division problem, trying to remember how you learned it 20 long years ago. You're wondering why on earth don't they just carry the one anymore? And meanwhile, your child's frustration, and honestly yours too, is just building and building. It is a universal parenting pain point. The harsh reality here is that this homework struggle, it just eats up precious family time and creates completely unnecessary tension in your home. But hey, it actually doesn't have to be this way. Tonight, we're going to see how to flip this nightly chore into an empowering, serious time saver for both you and your kid. We're looking at how technology can step in, not to do the work for them, no way, but to smoothly guide the both of you through the whole process. Here is our roadmap for this explainer. First, the homework struggle. 2. Capturing the worksheet. 3. Reviewing the results. 4. Parent tips and tricks. 5. Exploring kid mode. And 6. Sharing and saving time. Section 1. The homework struggle. So getting past this evening struggle means you need a tool that doesn't just add to your already heavy mental load. It really boils down to 3 incredibly simple, intuitive steps. You just select the grade, snap a quick photo of the homework, and let the app analyze the math. Done and done. Section 2. Capturing the worksheet. All right, let's actually dive right into this. When you open it up, the home interface clearly shows your active plan right away, like say 50 scans remaining for the month. Right below that, you just pick your child's grade. There's super clear buttons for kindergarten all the way up through 4th grade. Or, just toggle on the auto-detect grade level at the very top. Then you literally just line up your camera over that tricky multiplication or long division worksheet, tap the big green Analyze Homework button, and you are immediately on your way. And I love this part. It brilliantly illustrates the peace of mind you get right from the starting line. The second you hit that button, a little prompt pops up saying, Analyzing Homework, checking every answer twice. It's a tiny detail, sure, but for a busy parent who just wants to make absolutely sure they're giving their kid the right guidance, knowing the app is actively double-checking everything as it processes is a massive confidence booster. Section 3. Reviewing the results. Almost instantly, you get a quick glance at the overall score. Maybe they got a 7 out of 9 correct. Alongside that, there's a really targeted insight box that flags things like, hey, maybe review multi-digit multiplication and careful subtraction. But guys, the absolutely crucial feature here is the full check verification. When you tap to see exactly how it checked the work, it doesn't just give you a basic, yep, it's correct. It breaks down the entire standard algorithm. It shows you exactly how 347 times 28 is calculated step by step, and even shows the reverse operation of division to actually prove the work. You will literally never have to second guess the math again. Section 4. Parent tips and tricks. Okay, the parent tips section is where this tool becomes an absolute game changer for us adults. It preps you with 4 distinct features. First up, tonight's headline gives you a really quick, plain English summary of how your child did. Then it serves up a 5-minute activity. Think using coins for subtraction or playing cards for multiplication, just to make the practice physical and actually fun. It also tosses in a memory trick to help those tricky concepts stick. And of course, a super clear answer key. Basically, it preps you with the whole shebang so you can actually help your kid without feeling totally lost. This setup is fantastic for building your own confidence. Take this CUBES acronym for tackling word problems, for instance. Circle key numbers, underline the question, box math action words, evaluate what steps to take, and finally, solve and check. Having this intensely practical educational framework just pop right up gives you an immediate, tangible way to teach your child on the spot. It honestly makes you look like an absolute math wizard right there at the kitchen table. Section 5. Exploring Kid Mode. Now, Kid Mode completely transforms this from a basic grading tool into a highly supportive, step-by-step journey for them. It's totally designed to encourage active learning. The flow goes a little something like this. It starts off with a warm celebration of their effort, then moves into gentle, helpful hints for the questions they got wrong before it just gives the answer away, which is so key. Then it introduces cool new math tricks and wraps the whole thing up with a satisfying finish. It's 100% built around celebrating effort over perfection. You've really got to notice the brilliant design choices they made here for young learners. There's a super warm celebration, complete with fun confetti and a supportive message that rewards them for their 7 correct answers. On top of that, gamification kicks in by awarding a shiny golden trophy when they unlock a new trick, like the check your work trick, which actually teaches them to use opposite math, like multiplying to check their division. Oh, and those little read aloud speaker icons, absolute lifesavers. They ensure the app is fully accessible even for kiddos who are still developing the reading skills. Section 6, Sharing and Saving Time. When the evening session is all wrapped up, the app neatly compiles everything into a clean, one-page document. With literally just one tap, you can generate a homework summary PDF. This is incredible because it makes tracking your child's progress over an entire semester totally effortless. You can keep a digital portfolio of their work or just attach the PDF straight to an email or message to share directly with their classroom teacher. It bridges that gap between home and school without skipping a beat. So the ultimate takeaway here is all about completely transforming your family's evening dynamic. You save incredibly valuable time, you can implicitly trust the math answers thanks to that deep dive verification, and honestly, most importantly, you build your child's confidence rather than tearing it down in a moment of mutual frustration. K-5 Homework Age for Parents is available right now on the App Store and Google Play. So I'll leave you with this final provocative thought to chew on. If you could permanently erase the stress of math night, what amazing things could your family do with all of that reclaimed time? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and hey, here's to much happier homework sessions.